Today, I want to introduce the concept of sustainability. It's about how to sustain the world's economic growth and our standard of living. Our economic life revolves around three fundamental issues: economic growth, environment, and energy use. When we have growth, we consume more energy, and we consume more energy, it fuels growth. So we have a circle here from growth to energy. This circle is getting bigger and bigger as we grow. However, there is a third issue here, the environment. It can limit this circle of growth and energy use. Why? Because the environment is a fixed asset. It cannot be expanded. It's just the planet Earth. And this planet Earth sustains life and all the things we do. And we usually take it for granted. Our present economic system has no price for environmental degradation. If the environment deteriorates, we cannot grow. When we cannot grow, our living standard will be lowered. The concept of sustainability appears to be very complex. However, it only consists of three defining issues. First one is conservation. Second one is carbon dioxide reduction and renewable energy production. If we can do something about these three basic issues, then we can sustain economic growth indefinitely. What do we mean by conservation? Conservation means using less, consuming less, and having a steady and moderate growth, not a crazy or wild growth like the last couple of years. It means more efficient production and lifestyle. It means we have a high living standard that can be sustained. What the countries should bear the burden of conservation? Well, they have to be the industrialized countries or the emerging countries, because industries damage the environment, so they should conserve more. What they need to do is to make small adjustments, not a very big change, but small adjustments in their production and lifestyle, and the whole economic system of the world will change a lot. However, many businesses in the industrialized world consider conservation as a drag on the economy because they don't like the change. They think that this will threaten them, threaten their business. They don't realize that it has a lot of benefits. In fact, conservation saves costs on raw materials. Because you use less raw materials, you save costs. You use energy when you conserve, so it's saved on your energy costs. And it also saves on your employees' healthcare benefits. Besides, conservation also leads to great opportunities for green technology. The second fundamental issue that we have to address is carbon dioxide reduction. What we are doing now as far as energy consumption is that we are burning a lot of dirty fuels. So what are the dirty fuels? Oil, coal, wood, and gas to a certain extent. Gas is dirty but less dirty than the others. And when you burn these dirty fuels, you release a lot of carbon dioxide from the ground into the air, into the atmosphere, that slowly warms up the planet's surface temperature. And this is happening right now. Within a few years, it will slowly lead to the melting of Greenland and the polar ice caps. What happens then? Then the ocean level will rise, which will flood all the coastal cities. Are you living in a coastal city? All the coastal cities in the world will not be immune to the flooding. And besides this, because of the change, the warming up of the world's temperature, there will be more severe storms, droughts, snows, and rainfalls. And that will result in the disruption of crops, fisheries, wildlife, in addition to the human sufferings. There will be more carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere in the coming years by emerging countries, that is, those countries which are industrializing very fast. Who are they? China, as you can see. India is coming up, and waiting in the wings are Indonesia, Brazil, Mexico, and many others. And these countries have very large populations. And we also have to remember that the world's biggest rainforests are in where? Brazil and Indonesia. So these two countries are cutting down the trees in an alarming rate. And when the trees are gone, they don't absorb the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. That means we are in bigger trouble. Let me show you some interesting statistics. Here are the top 10 carbon dioxide emitters in the world. The figures are the percentage of the world. I want to show you two things, the carbon dioxide emission and also the population. China, number 1, the biggest emitter of carbon dioxide, followed by USA, Russia, India, Japan, Germany, Canada, United Kingdom, that is Great Britain, South Korea, and Italy. And further down the list, after these top 10, we have Mexico, Indonesia, Brazil, and Australia. And when you look at these countries, most of them are already industrialized countries, USA, Russia, etc., except a few emerging countries, China, one of them, India, Mexico, Indonesia, and Brazil. These are emerging countries. Real biggest bad boy is the USA. Carbon dioxide emission 22% of the world, but its population is only 4.5%. So it emits a disproportionately great amount of carbon dioxide. That means the US burns too much dirty fuels. So I labeled it a bad boy. And the others are what I say is about normal for developed countries, industrialized countries. Russia is about normal. India, it has a big population, but it emits so little. So it's considered a good boy right now. Japan, normal. Germany, normal. Canada, bad boy. Very small population, big emission. UK, normal. South Korea, normal. Italy, normal. Mexico, about right. Indonesia, good boy. Brazil, good boy right now. And another bad boy, Australia. Small population, big emitter, bad boy. The number 3 fundamental issue that we have to address is renewable energy production. Why? because we have no choice. I've just said that we have to reduce carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide is a result of burning dirty fuels. That means we have to cut down dirty fuels. But if we cut down dirty fuels, there's not enough energy for growth. In that case, we have no choice but to develop renewable energy.